Overall, I really did like this movie. I completely forgot one thing, though. I didn't remember this movie that much since it was a childhood movie. But Coraline has friends, which I completely forgot about. She has two friends that, unfortunately she had to leave behind because she moved. We see them in three scenes. One when she's, talking about them and looking at a picture of him. And then later when she's in the other mother's world and they kind of talk to her and like, hey, isn't that cool? And they're being friendly and stuff. And then later, the final time we see them, they have like buttons in their eyes. Though, since, like, I'm pretty sure anytime they have buttons in their eyes, that's like actually real, right? I don't think she made like an illusion of her friends having buttons with her eyes. So did she go back to her home city somehow just to get her friends? I don't understand like the full part because it's kind of like the door that gets into that place, kind of just living in that house and knowing about the door gets into that place. So she can only get people once people move in. What if nobody just moves in ever again? Oh, and I almost forgot. Keith David plays Cat. He plays the villain in Princess and the Frog, and he plays Barack Obama and the giraffe in Rick and Morty. He just has a really cool voice, so it was cool to see him in this movie. There's Wybe, aka Wyborn. I think that's a pretty harsh joke to name your kid Wyborn. Just another way to call him a mistake. I do wish they would have focused on the parents a little bit more. The other parents, like the real ones. They only focus on the mom, actually. Like right before he really doesn't want to come back to the home anymore. And then the next time she comes back to her real home, her parents aren't there anymore for the rest of the movie because the other mother kidnapped them. And then we finally get, to see some chemistry at the end where she's bonding with her dad. I wish she would have had a reason to, care about the parents more. Other than the fact that, yeah, that's her parents. Family's family, as most people say. It is a pretty decently scary movie. I thought it was pretty anticlimactic how Coraline beat the creature, and then I thought it was really cool that it wasn't over when it came back out and tried to get the key and tried to get her. It was a pretty cool continuation of the movie. Yeah, that never happened. Yeah, we don't need a Coraline 2, that's why this movie's perfect. Anyway, it's a pretty decent movie. You can't tell me that this girl isn't straight up creepy. I mean, yeah, even if she was nice and giving her candy and shit, bro, how couldn't you look at her? That would be the only reason I might consider watching a live action remake if they ever do make one. Because I think they could make her even creepier in live action. Yet, the version of the husband, since he wasn't really evil, doesn't look very creepy at all. Just kind of looks goofy. And then she just looks creepy. She's just kind of standing there smiling normally, and she looks creepy. And yeah, I guess there really isn't too much to talk about for this movie, since it's just a kid's movie. Yeah, I guess that's about it.